Hi, I'm not Billy Idol, I'm Joe Elliott from Def Leppard. Welcome to MTV's Rock Weekend A to Z. I'm going to be taking you through M, right through to Z. M for Metallica. Metallica, before they had their haircut, this is one of the coolest rock videos ever made. This is Enter Sandman. Back in and around 1991, one of the best bands ever to exist came into existence to the known world. They were called Nirvana.
Turns out that there may be one or two lines in a song here and there that could be, could be thought of as something that relates to my past life.
I guess we can say that we are celebrating Nirvana with this one. This is one of their best videos and absolutely one of their best songs. This is like Teen Spirit. Welcome back to MTV's A to Z Rock Weekend Countdown. We've hit O, and O is for Offspring, and O is for Ozzy Osbourne.
Hi, I'm Noodles. I'm Dexter from The Offspring.
In a couple of minutes we're going to see Offspring with Self-Esteem. We're starting off with the O's. This is Ozzy Osbourne, and see you on the other side.
God bless you.
Back, this is Joe Elliott from Def Leppard taking you through the A to Z of rock music on MTV's Rock Weekend. We've reached the letter P. In a few minutes' time, you're going to see Mr. Lollapalooza himself, Perry Farrell's band, Porno for Pyros doing Pets. Before then, here's the great Pearl Jam with Alive. Well, if my education serves me right, we should be in the letter Q roundabout now, and Q, as you know, stands for Queensryche, Choir Boys, Quo. The video you're going to see is from one of the bands that definitely influenced Def Leppard in the early days, English group called Queen, and this is We Will Rock You. R itself stands for rock, but it also stands for Rage Against the Machine, a band I saw live at the Weenie Roast last summer in California, and they were absolutely amazing. It also stands for a band that have been around for a hell of a long time, and I'm very, very glad to at least realise that they've been accepted within the rock field, because a lot of people will ignore this band, and they're one of the biggest bands of all time. This is Like a Rolling Stone by the Rolling Stones. Hi and welcome back to MTV's A to Z Rock Weekend Countdown. I'm Joe Elliott from Def Leppard, and we've reached the letter S. S stands for many, many bands. Skid Row, Sepultura, you name it, they're all under S probably. But the video you're going to see is from a band we supported on our very first ever American tour. This is the Scorpions with Under the Same Sun.
Take time out for MTV.
T, the letter T stands for Television, Thunder, Therapy and Thin Lizzy. And Therapy and Thin Lizzy are the two videos you're about to see. In a few minutes' time, you're going to see a classic video by Thin Lizzy, who I was very fortunate to be able to play a couple of songs with a few months back at the Vibe for Philo at the Point Theatre in Dublin, which is the 10th anniversary of Phil Lynnott's death. I remember it was raining outside and we were all hanging around the back door to get autographs, and they actually let everybody in like 4 at a time into the dressing room. Photos and pictures and stuff. Very cool idea, something that we actually stole and did ourselves, you know.
The papers call it suicide, a bullet from a 45. Nobody cared, nobody cried. Don't that make you feel sad?
Yeah, but it's like one of these bands who...
Down at Dino's Bar and Grill, drink will flow and the blood will spill. The boys want to fight, you better let them. We love you, Phil, innit?
First off, we're going to see Nowhere by Therapy, and after that we're going to see a classic Thin Lizzy video called Boys Are Back in Town. Welcome back, I'm Joe Elliott from Def Leppard, and you're watching MTV's A to Z Rock Countdown weekend thing. We've hit the letter U, and as you'll probably know, U stands for Ugly Kid Joe, UFO, and U2. And this is U2, one of the best songs that they ever did. This one's called Even Better Than the Real Thing. Welcome back to MTV's A to Z Rock Weekend Countdown. I'm Joe Elliott from Def Leppard, and we've hit the letter V, and V stands for Vivaldi, Van Morrison, nearly, and best of all, the group that epitomised the fun element of the 80s, Van Halen, and this is absolutely the best video they ever made, featuring the mighty David Lee Roth. This is Jump. Well, we've hit the letter W, and W stands for lots of things. Some very sad things like Winger and Warrant, but it also stands for some very, very wonderful things like The Who and Whitesnake. We're going to see Vivian Campbell, the newly recruited guitarist, even though he's been in the band nearly 4 years now, Def Leppard guitarist, Vivian Campbell, with his brilliant haircut from 1987 in Whitesnake's Is This Love, and that will be followed by a very classic video going back to the 60s of The Who, My Generation. Hi, welcome back. I'm Joe Elliott from Def Leppard, taking you through the A to Z Rock Weekend on MTV. We've hit the letter X, and X, this is a bit of a struggle, this. It stands for Generation X, it stands for XTC, and that Japanese band called X, believe it or not. But we're going to feature Generation X, Billy Idol's first band, and this is a song called Wild Youth.
Feeling a little tense? I'm having back.
The letter Y is up next, and Y stands for, I don't know, what does it stand for? Youth Gone Wild, maybe, but that came under S for Skid Row. We're going to feature the godfather of grunge, as he's currently known, Neil Young, with a song which has been covered by everybody and their grandmother over the last year. This is Rockin' in the Free World. So finally, we hit the last letter of the alphabet, letter 26, the letter Z, or Z as they would call it in America. I'm trying to think of bands other than Zephyr that come under the letter Z. Of course, the classic band would be Zeppelin, but unfortunately there's a lead in front of it. So we will go out on a ZZ Top song. I'm Joe Elliott from Def Leppard. It's been my pleasure and privilege to host the last few hours of the MTV Rock Weekend A to Z. And we will finish up with a prickly little number called Pincushion.